So I am Toni Martin, and I've lived in Stillwater for 47 years. And I have pursued health with exercise and diet and loving activity, and had an interesting health intervention that was a huge blessing to me. I began thinking that I had a little stomach upset. After realizing that the medicine didn't work, my primary care physician, Dr. Voigt, got me set up with a cardiologist, and so I saw Dr. Poladasu. And so he set up a stress test. I saw him on a Wednesday, and the next Tuesday I had then the nuclear stress test. They put this dye in you, and a sweet lady named Liz, young lady, put it in me, and they take pictures of your heart. And the reason I'm recounting this is because she so kindly recounted it to me, let me know what they were doing. I was comfortable through it all. I had no qualms, which is not my normal personality. So then I went in and did the nuclear stress test. The exercise physiologist put her arm at the back of my back for the last 3 minutes, and it's crazy how just a touch like that can mean everything. But I had no heart discomfort, no chest discomfort, and so I thought I aced it.
When I first heard about Mom's cardiac checkup, the night before, she calls me, leaves me this voicemail like, I crushed it, I finished everything, the treadmill, like as if she got like an A++ on it. And then 3 hours later, she calls me and says, I need to be in the cath lab tomorrow morning. And I'm like, that can't be good. And then at the point where you hear Widowmaker 100% blocked, like it rocked my world. So I can remember getting up the next morning, dropped my kids off, just drove here because I was like, I gotta be here.
Really, I'm going in there thinking I'm pretty healthy. And then to know that my artery was 100% blocked, I can't wrap my mind around it. And I don't think I will my whole life, but I do know this, that getting this second birthday, if you will, is the greatest gift I could ever be given.
So most of my life, the medical problems or issues have been my own. I've had multiple surgeries, had heart surgery when I was 2, I had another one when I was 14.
I'm John Smith, and this is my friend Jeff, who overcame heart disease with surgery at the age of 2. Fighting heart disease.
When the script got flipped and I heard your mom's got 100% blockage, we got to put in 4 stents, like I was like, okay, now I get to be for her what she was for me. I mean, my mom, you wouldn't necessarily see her and think tough warrior woman, but she's about as tough as I've ever met. Anything medical that's happened in our lives, it's like, okay, if something bad happens, go to the best of the best. So I think she kind of carried that same mentality of, okay, well, if I'm gonna get cut open, if I'm gonna get a stent added here or there, I want the best. The best was in our backyard. And so if she's confident going in, then I was smiling and confident going in.
When you are the patient and you are totally, truly at their mercy, and it's always a different situation, I would assume, for patients, because we're used to doing and being and helping others. I was a recipient of it all, and it was as though it was just like human to human, that all of the gown, and there were, tubes all around, but those were superfluous, and the interaction is what gave me confidence.
All the staff realizes we do stents every day, but that was the first day my mom's ever had a stent. Everybody treated her like it was their mom or their aunt or their old school teacher, which a lot of them, my mom knew that way. The bedside manner is just as important as the procedure.
So they were just so kindly professional in what they did and inspired, again, my confidence. They each brought energy. They each brought engagement. They didn't look past me. They looked right at me and made eye contact. It's important because, like, you see people as people, And when you have a name and you can know a bit about them, you all of a sudden can just relate as human beings rather than a sick person and a caretaker. Everybody introduces himself, and everybody before they leave, I don't think I said this before, they say, "Is there anything else I could do for you?" Everybody said that.
I think Mom would have said Stillwater Medical Center is aces. What she'd seen the center do for all the different people and friends that she'd cared for, prayed for, gone up and watched. But then when you actually jump in the seat yourself, I think she just got an even deeper appreciation for not just the skill of the people involved, but the training, how they all work together to really walk you through this process. Stillwater Medical Center is always going to be aces in my book, because in my family's biggest crisis moment, they handled it like it was just Tuesday.
One of the nurses in his office complimented another nurse in his office. I all of a sudden was hit with the teamness, if you will, of that, because the fact that one complimented another in saying, "She's got it." Again, you just see how the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And I think that is something that's happening at Stillwater Medical Center. I think that is a great picture of the culture that is being developed here, and people are being impacted. Not only the patients, but the people that work here, I'm sure.